One last thing that I see us struggling with is when we're given volume and maybe height, we have to find radius. And we'll have to do this for the cone and the pyramid, the cylinder and the cone for today. So the way you do that is you're going to be given volume. We'll say volume equals 240. Then the height we'll say is equal to 8. And we also know that pi is equal to 3.14. So what you do is you substitute that in our equation, volume equals pi r squared times h. So we said volume was 240, and that's going to equal pi, which is 3.14, times radius squared, times height, which is 8. I'm going to multiply 3.14 times 8, and I'm going to end up with 240 equals 25.12 times radius squared. I'm going to divide this by 25.12 and this side by 25.12, and I'm going to get 9.55, and then some long old decimal is equal to r squared. I'm going to take the square root of both, and to find the radius, it's going to equal 3.0909 ... Or when I round it to the nearest tenth, which is what ours is going to ask us to do, r equals 3.1. So once again, to go backwards, you kind of have to go through a couple of steps. I'll go through one more example. Let's say that this time I had a volume of 400. Pi is always going to equal 3.14. And my height was 17. So let's say that volume equals pi r squared. That is the formula for a cylinder. Volume equals, volume, we are given volume. Volume is 400, so 400 is equal to pi is 3.14 times r squared times height, which is 17. I'm going to multiply 3.14 and 17 together. So 400 is equal to 53.89 times r squared. I'm going to divide this side by 53.89, just like what we would do if we had a two-step equation. We divide both sides by that whatever's connected to our variable. R squared is equal to 7.422, some long old number. Find the square root of both. R is equal to 2.7244, and then we're going to round to the nearest tenth, or the one closest one after the decimal, and that's going to be 2.7. So when we're given volume and height and you're trying to find radius, that is what you're going to do to solve for it when it is a cylinder. For a cone, you're going to do the same thing, except the cone, remember, its volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times height. So you're just going to substitute it once again, but you have to remember to have that 1/3, keep an account for that. Once again, if you need help, please ask me or Mr. Mazzaros. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let us know if you need anything.